Hello, hello, it's Jennifer Sinceri with Stampin' Up, and tonight it is Terrific Tuesday. It is June 15th, 2021, and I am just sharing this video in a couple of places so that people can find me. I will be with you in just a minute. All right. Let me grab this and get it where it needs to be shared, and I will get started. Making sure everything's working okay. I'm hoping tonight that I will be able to see comments because I have had some issues. Well, happy Tuesday, everyone. It is 6 o'clock, so it is time for our Terrific Tuesday stamping class. If you are watching tonight, would you please give me a thumbs up or a heart on this video? That helps other people be able to see the video on Facebook. Also, would you please give me a comment and let me know that you are watching, where you're watching from. I always find that interesting. Tonight, we are going to play with basic border dies. And with that, I am going to be pulling in some other products. Okay, so tonight we're going to also use the Color and Contour stamp set, coordinating dies. This is sold as a bundle right now. They are the scalloped contour dies. All right, let me grab my catalog and just show you guys where you can find these things. If you have your catalog with you, you might want to grab it so you can mark a few pages so that when you see things tonight that are interesting to you or you want to know more about, you'll know where to find them, okay? So in your annual catalog, on page 98, you will see the Color Contour Bundle, all right? Now, anything that's sold as a bundle, you know that you're going to save 10%, all right? So on page 98, that's where that bundle is. Another product that I am using that I kind of feel like is hidden in our catalog on page 135, I'm pulling in these really pretty square vellum doilies. They're $5 for 24. That's on page 135. You'll see that on a couple cards that I'm going to use tonight. And also, the main star of our class tonight is on page 162. It's our basic border dies. Now, there are 6 dies for $29. These are not associated with any bundle in the catalog. I feel like this is really a hidden gem. And so I'm going to show you a card trying to use each of these dies to give you some ideas of what they look like and how you can use those dies. They are really fun to play with, and I think going to be a new favorite for everyone. All right. Let me move these aside and we will get started. If you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please reach out to me. I would love to be your demonstrator, and I would love to get a catalog in your hands. Hi, Sharon. Glad to see you. Hope your camping trip was fun. Okay, so the first die that I use was this particular die. It's just a rounded arc, and all of these are stitched. To save time tonight, because I am going to show you about 5 or 6 cards, I've done a lot of the pre-work already, a lot of the die cutting. So I ran this through my die cutting machine right about there. And so this piece on the front, I didn't save it. I threw that away. Some of the pieces I ended up being able to save. Now we're going to have our basic white insert so that you can do your writing. Then what I did was I took our lovely Pansy DSP, one of my favorites, Pansy Petals Designer Series paper, and I again ran this through. Now, normally when I cut my card bases, they're 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that was the front. And then I cut this at 5 1/4 by 4. And then I just took the die and I eyeballed it. I wanted to have a little bit of our cardstock showing. So when I took this, I don't know how other way, I didn't really measure where I wanted it. I just put it on the end and kind of wanted to see how I was going to get a little bit of my cardstock to show through. I don't know a better way of describing that. There wasn't really a scientific way that I did this. Sorry, guys. So now I've got some DSP, and then I cut out one of our dies from those scallop contours. It was the third smallest one. Okay, so I got this shape. And so we're going to put these together, and then we're going to add a little stamping and some embellishments. All right, so let's get started. This is a very easy card once you've got all your pieces cut out. Nothing too technical. All right. You really could use either side of your DSP if you wanted to go gingham or if you wanted to do floral, totally up to you. You can also use whatever adhesive you have for your choice, whatever your favorite is. You could pull liquid glue out, whatever you want, whatever makes you comfortable. All right. Now, I'm going to put a sentiment on here, and then we're going to do a little stamping, okay? So let's see, some of our sentiments in the stamp set. We have "And in Better Days Ahead," "You're Absolutely Amazing," "Here for You Now," "So Very Happy for You," or "Thank You for Everything." All right, so I'm going to pull, let's see, I think I'll do "And in Better Days Ahead." No, I think I want to do "Here for You Now." All right, we're going to do "Here for You Now." Hi, Gail. Hello, Linda. Looks like I am having trouble seeing my comments again. I'm not sure why this is happening. So I'm just going to refresh my page. All right. If it's your first time watching me, let me know too. I love to welcome you to this happy place. All right, now I'm going to grab my black memento. Hi, Lori. Thanks for hopping on. "Here for You Now." I like the font on this stamp set. It's very eye-catching. I'm going to just go right, I'm going to go towards the right side because I'm going to put a stamping element on the left. When you put your stamps in your ink, remember, just tap, tap, tap. We're not going to squish it. We're not going to rock it, because then that makes a huge mess on your block. And when you get ink on your blocks, you get ink on your paper. So that's just a little tip. Okay. All right. And then you can choose to pop these up with Stampin' Dimensionals, or you could go flat. Totally up to you. Now what I did was I took a piece of white scrap paper, I stamped this image in black, and then I took this image, and I stamped it in our fresh freesia. And then the dies, sorry, I feel like I'm tongue twisted tonight. The dies that go with the stamp set have two flower image dies, okay? So we have the flower with the stem, and then we have the flower with no stem, all right? So I pulled this die to cut it out. You don't have to fussy cut, which is super nice. And I got this. Now, when you stamp your color, the color part does not fit exactly in your black image. It's going to go a little bit out. And they've told us that, all right? So I don't want you to freak out. And I'm going to grab some of my, let's see, I'm going to grab a Stampin' blend so I can color those leaves, because I don't want funky looking white leaves. Let's put a little bit of green on there, okay? Normally I would color this before I cut it out, but I was starting to run out of time, and so it didn't happen. I wanted to make sure I was on time for you guys tonight. Okay. We'll put this here, and then we'll add a bow and some embellishments, okay? All right, I am just adding on remnants of my Stampin' Dimensionals. I just take my scissors. Whenever I've used up all the honeycombs in the middle, excuse me, I just take my scissors, my snips, and I just snip the edges, and I use those as well. Don't want to throw them away. Okay, and looks like, where did my U-Pick tool go? It might have rolled away. No, oh, it was right in front of me. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Okay, here we go. I'm just pulling off the backings. I'm going to throw those in my garbage. And put this on. And then we'll put our flower on here. Let me grab my silicone mat because I don't want to get my placemat all gummy. This is a neat item. Doesn't get your workspace all gluey. Do I want to go at an angle, or I think I'm going to go straight up and down. We'll do that. Excuse me. Now on the inside, let's put another sentiment. We said, here for you now. And in better days ahead, meaning that we're here for our friends in the good times and in the bad times. I like that. So I am going to stamp that in black. Tap, 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 tap. And then if I want to put another flower on the inside, we could. Now remember, you're going to have the white here, okay? And I'm going to put, maybe we'll put a little scrap of DSP there as well. So I think I'll do my flower on this side. So that's something to be thinking about with these fun edges. Nice even pressure, and I didn't even do the whole stamp, which is fine. All right, and let's glue that in. Very easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let me see if I have a little scrap, and if I like that, and I will add that to the end. Let's see. Yeah, I might have something we could add. Well, it's a little shorter, but that's okay. I don't know that I like that. I don't think I like that. I think it takes away from our really cute border there. Hi, Lori. Hi, Deanna. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to think about it, and if I come up with an idea, I'll come back to it. Sometimes we overdo it. We overthink it. You guys ever do that? All right, now I'm just making a cute bow. trim that. I gotta make sure my tails are the same length. There we go. We'll put a little bow on our stem. Let me grab a glue dot. All right. Very easy card. And I think it's super cute. Now you could add some rhinestones in here, give it a little bit of sparkle. Who doesn't love rhinestones, right? There we go. Okay, there's our first card. Hi, Jane. And then you could color your flower if you want to. I'll probably do that later. Okay, next card. Card number 2. Okay, this one I took some polished pink. And then the die that I use on this one, on our edge, looks like this. Okay, so you can see there are 2 rows of stitching. So when I cut it out, I'll hold that up so you can see it. You get the stitching there, and then you're going to get a scrap that looks like this. Let me hold it so you can see it. So save your scrap because you might be able to use that on another card. I wouldn't throw this away. Okay? All right, so I'll put my white insert in so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then what I did was I took some of that same DSP, just a different sheet, and I also cut the same edge. So now you've got this edging. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then I cut another one of those cute little doilies, die cuts. I'm not sure what you would call it. And then what I did was I took the sheet of DSP that has all the different pansies on it, and I fussy cut some pansies out, and I fussy cut some leaves out. Now you don't have to fussy cut. There are actually dies that go with it. Sometimes I like to fussy cut, just depends on the mood I'm in. Okay. And so we'll add some of these in here. I'm just kind of playing around. And then we'll put a sentiment, possibly. It might be too much. I have to kind of play with it a little. Okay. Let's start to put our pieces on. I feel like these dies, these border dies, really make a statement on your cards, and they don't have to be complicated cards. Where'd my, I think I finished my roll, so let me pull this one. They don't make complicated cards at all. It's very easy. Can everyone see okay? I want to make sure I'm in your view and that you can see okay. So I would open up your card base so that you can see. You want to match up this particular die so that your, I guess, mountaintops is what I would call them, your little peaks, match up. Okay? Now, let's see, what sentiment do we want to put on this one? Let's grab, how about you're absolutely amazing? Who doesn't want to be told they're absolutely amazing? use your grid paper to help you. Doesn't matter if it's upside down or right side up. Use the grid paper to help you so that your sentiment is straight on these clear stamps. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to do it right in the middle because we're going to put some posies on the ends. Nice even pressure. And let me grab some more dimensionals. Where'd they go? There they are. I have so much stuff on my table, you guys. I have so many things I want to show you tonight. I was really excited to play with this die cut set. I was pretty excited. I feel like there's a lot in this catalog that you might miss going through the first time. Lots of hidden gems. So it takes a couple times to go through the catalog and see everything. All right. Now, let's see. I don't think we need a whole bunch on this card because we've got lots of bright colors. And that leaf is, I'm paying attention to how the leaves are pointed. Don't really like those two different color leaves together. So let's put two. I feel like we need different color leaves on that one. So let me grab some more leaves because I feel like it blends in too much with our DSP. So I'm just gonna cut off two more leaves in the darker evergreen so we have more contrast. All right. And yes, I could use my die, but I'm not going to. For the purpose of our video, it's just too clunky right now. So I'm just going to fussy cut super fast. Doop. So I have some insider news that I can share with you. So you guys can budget. July, there's going to be a designer series paper sale. Now, we don't know what papers will be discounted, but they will be from the annual catalog. So just letting you know, that will start, I believe, July 1st. Normally in the past, it's been buy 3, get 1 free. So, something to look forward to. I'm hoping the Christmas paper will be on sale because that would be great to be able to stock up on Christmas paper for making Christmas cards, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. But we don't know yet the papers that will be discounted. So, demonstrators will know that closer to the time of the sale. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator, is you get notice of things before everybody else does. And you get to purchase things before everybody else does. Now the sale will start for everyone at the same time. But demonstrators get the sale price as well. So that's nice. I will be posting more information as I get it on my business page. Now this one we're going to put a little bit on our white doily, so I'm just going to put a Stampin' Dimensional on this side of the flower. And I am having trouble seeing your comments. I'm not sure what's going on. If it's Facebook or if it's my device. So I apologize if you feel like I'm ignoring you. I'm not. It's just I can't see it, your comments, unless I stand up and look at my phone. But I will go through and read all your comments after the video and answer any questions that you may have. I will not ignore you. Promise. Yeah, it's really annoying that I can't see my comments. Okay. Unless I refresh my page, which is really weird. All right, and I'm going to put, yeah, I like the darker leaves also. I am going to put my insert in. And that way you see that pop of white. Okay. Now this says, you're absolutely amazing. I want to see, is there another sentiment I want to add to the inside? I might just leave it blank. Might just leave it blank, because then that gives me freedom to write whatever I want. If you don't already follow me on Facebook, you'll want to make sure on my business page that you hit follow, and that way you get notifications every time I go live or post something. And I post pretty much every day on my Facebook page. There it is. I have a little bit of little gummy adhesive right there, so I'm just rubbing it off. Now I saved my scrap when I cut this, and I thought I might be able to put it right here on the edge, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. I think it's going to be too much. I don't know that I like that. But that's an option. That's one way you could use it. Or you could put it on the other side, which I probably will do. And that way you see that fun edging, but it doesn't take away from this border. I think I'll do that. And that way you can use your little scrap. Okay. Everyone has their own likes and style, what they like. Okay. And if you are participating tonight with commenting, I want to let you know that I am going to be picking someone from the comments randomly. I use a little app, and then that person is going to get a prize tonight. So make sure you're commenting. That makes it fun. Okay. There's our second card. All right. Okay. I love these borders, you guys. Love, love, love. All right, next card was this die. Looks like a triangle, or an angle, I should say. It's not really a triangle, it only has two sides. So we have an arc, okay? And again, it's stitched. You guys can see the stitching. And so what I did was I cut my standard card base and I put it on the end like this, ran it through my machine, and so it created that. Now you can make your card this way, or you could do it this way. And I've done one of each tonight, so I'll show you one that's a similar die going the other direction, okay? Now, I also took a piece of white, and on my white, I did here, and then I did it on top so that I would have a little layer that I could add to my my card. We're going to go like this. Okay, so we're going to have something looking like that. That's a great idea, Sharon. Make a wish list now since we're in June. Now, demonstrators, you can pre-earn celebration items. So celebration for demonstrators starts July. And so all of our purchases, we will earn celebration items with those. And then customers, it starts in August. So demonstrators will actually get 2 months to earn celebration items. And that's another perk for being a demonstrator. So yes, if you've already made your minimum for this quarter, make your wish list and start putting things on your wish list so that you can earn celebration items. All right. Now, let me show you, let's get back to this card and I'll show you how we're going to assemble it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to probably use a little bit of liquid glue on this. Okay. So liquid glue gives you wiggle room, and it won't, with double-sided adhesive, if you have to move it, you oftentimes will rip your paper, and we don't want that to happen, okay? So what I'm going to do, this is going to be on the inside of my card, and I may have to trim it a little bit, and then we're going to put this on there. So I have a little bit of white to help it pop, okay? And then you're just going to get to see the DSP on the inside. If you don't like that, there's probably another way that you could do this, but sometimes it's fun to see our DSP on both sides. I could have probably taken this die and made another one of these and then just layered them on top of each other. You could have done it that way also. Okay, so and I want my stitches to show, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue, just little tiny dabs, okay, and match this up. There we go. Liquid glue also dries clear, which is awesome. Oops. The only thing I don't like about liquid glue is my hands get sticky. Are you a messy crafter like I am sometimes? Yeah. All right. I'm just trying to get my arcs to match. There we go. I think I have to trim a little bit right there. just don't want to lift that up. Okay. Let me just refresh my page again so I can see you guys and what you're saying. Will I be doing any Christmas in July demos? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Actually, the whole month of July, all of my classes are going to be Christmas in July classes. So my face-to-face and my live classes on Facebook will all be Christmas related. I like to get a head start on my Christmas crafting. I don't know about you, but I never have enough Christmas cards. So let's make sure that we might have to turn that a little bit. I never have enough Christmas cards. And so I'm going to start in July with my Stampin' Stack classes, which are face-to-face. People are going to make 12 cards, and I have 2 Stampin' Stack classes scheduled for July. So that means by the end of July, they will have at least 24 cards already, which would be awesome. And then, yes, I will do my Facebook Lives. Okay. And I'm going to use, where's my bone folder? Because we need to crease this a little better. Burnish that. Okay. Now I grabbed one of those really pretty lace doilies. Okay. And then I wanted to show you something. Some of those pansies, you don't get a full pansy, right? So if I'm looking at my DSP, see all of these right here where you're not getting the full pansy. And up here at the top, this was probably one over here on this side because there's a straight edge. I went ahead and cut it out, and I'm going to show you how you can still use it, okay? I don't like to waste, as you guys well know. So I cut out another pansy, and I will just lay that on top, and then we'll grab a leaf, and voila! Then it looks like you have a full pansy. So there's a little trick, okay? And I have a little die cut. This was from Stitched Rectangles. And then we're going to use another little pansy. But I think I want to put the bigger one on the top. So that's what we're going to do. Now, there's a couple ways we could adhere this. I don't want to use liquid glue because then it's going to make a mess. It's going to come through all of these little holes. I'm going to think about where I'm putting my pansies. Okay? I'm going to put pansies here, and I'm going to put pansies here. Because of the way it's cut out, I can't go straight like this. I could go this way, but I kind of like it a little off-centered. So I'm going to put some here, and I'll put some here. So when I do that, I think I will try my Stampin' Seal just on the cardstock where I would put my pansies. And that way the stickiness doesn't get me. And Stampin' Seal is really strong adhesive. Okay, so I've got those 2 parts adhered, and then I'm just going to build on top of that adhesive to cover it up, and I don't have stickiness that's going to get me. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And let me grab a few more Stampin' Dimensionals. Here we go. Because I'm going to pop these flowers. All right. And I forgot to ask you guys to share this video with your friends. So if you would do that, I would love it. It helps people find me. That would be so nice. I'm kind of in a singing mood tonight. Can you guys tell? I don't know why. Probably because I'm happy. All right. Oops. Ooh, I gotta cover that part right there. So we'll put another leaf there. There we go. Now, let's see if I can find a sentiment that'll look pretty on my rectangle. That will fit on my rectangle. How about, so very happy for you? Will that work? It might work if I go this way. I don't like it that way though. I like it this way. I'm gonna have to find a different sentiment. I don't think that one's gonna fit all the way. Don't you hate that when you can't find a sentiment that fits your piece? Doggone it. All right. Can you color lace? Hard to see. You could use your Stampin blends on these. I think from where I'm holding it, it's harder for you to see, but if I hold it up, it's just meant to be a subtle point of interest on there, very delicate. But you could take your brayer, if you still had one, and color them. Let me just grab, I'm grabbing another stamp set so I can put a sentiment on this little guy. All right. If you had some of our shimmer paint, unfortunately it retired, but if you had some of our shimmer paint, you could put shimmer paint on them. That would be pretty. Okay. Thank you, Pamela, for sharing the video. I appreciate that, friend. You're so good about that. Let's add a leaf. Aren't these colors so beautiful? I absolutely love these new in colors. And it's hard for me to decide which one is my favorite. I like them all. I think I'm going to put some rhinestones on there. Pretty, huh? Pretty, pretty. You could also dry emboss the background of your card, which I've done on a couple others for tonight. The next one I'm going to do has that, so you'll see what that looks like. There's so many possibilities. Come on, work with me here. Okay, just a little bit of sparkle. I do things in odd numbers. You could even put rhinestones in the center of your pansies if you want. I'm going to do 5. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on my leaves and on my pansies. Just to give it a little more sparkle. There we go. All right, now let me put my, did I cut my insert? Where'd my insert go? I'll have to cut another one. Okay, I'm going to set this aside while I cut an insert, but let me, I want to keep rolling here. I'll save that one and go back to it. Okay, so this one, I did a little different. The next die that I used was the zigzag. Okay, this guy. And what I ended up doing was I did it on both ends of my paper. All right, so something a little different. And I have an embossed piece. This is our Ornate Garden embossing folder. So we're going to do that. And then I have a strip of DSP that we're going to put on top. This one has lots of layers. And then our sentiment, and then we'll use some pansies. Okay, I think this one might be one of my favorites. Just one of them. My challenge tonight was to try and make a card with each border die to show you all the different borders. Can't get my nails to work with me here. Okay, just making sure that's really good and pressed down because it is a texture layer. I normally use liquid glue for those. So I just want to make sure that's really well adhered. I do appreciate you joining me tonight. I always love my stamping times with you ladies. That doesn't look right. Let me lift that up. Move it down just a tad. Just a tad. All right, we'll try again. We'll do it this way. I want to make sure we have an even amount on each side. There we go. I think that looks better, maybe not. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's put a sentiment on. Tap, tap, tap. I do like the embossing. I do a lot of dry embossing on my cards. It's so easy, and it really adds a lot of punch, I feel, to your card. You guys, I just realized I've only done one bow tonight. Oh my gosh. I've been distracted. That's an inside joke for my regulars. They know I get bow crazy. All right, where's my U-pick tool? There we go. Ooh, a Percy hair. Percy's in kitty jail. He's in the bedroom, locked up. He wanted to come and join us. He wanted to say hello to you, but I have so much on my table. There just wasn't any room for Percy to join us tonight. Bless his little kitty heart. I'm standing up so I can see your comments. I really wish I could figure out what is going on. I don't know if it's the laptop. Has anyone else had problems with being able to see comments if they've been doing live videos? Or am I just special? Is it just me? Is this the die you can feed the ribbon through? So this one, I guess you could, yeah, you could. I didn't even realize that, Sharon. That's awesome. Yeah, you could feed ribbon through and from one end, and then here it comes out the other end. Ooh, I'll have to play with that. Shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to do it tonight, though. All right, see this pansy? I didn't want to throw it away. So we're going to do something where we can save it, something like that. All right. You could glue them, just glue it on there, or piece it once it's down. Okay, do I have enough? No, let's put a little more. So what I did was I put my double adhesive on this side because it's going to go here, and then I put my dimensionals on the other side so it's all the same level. Okay. I'm just kind of eyeballing where I'm going to put this guy. Okay. That way we use every little pansy, every stinking pansy, so it doesn't get wasted. I hate throwing away those parts of pieces, you know? I think we're going to need another leaf. So let me grab another leaf. Okay. Let's do... We'll save that one. I can't save that piece. I think that's going in the garbage. Who has the basic border dies already? Does anyone already have them? Have you played with them yet? I know Sharon wants them. They're on her wish list. They're actually pretty awesome, aren't they? I guess we could go there. Nope. These leaves go down, and so it makes it, that's one challenge is I'm trying to, they don't look right going in certain directions, and so just be aware of that. They don't look like they're naturally growing that way. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's see. Doesn't look right to me. If I go the other direction. No. I don't know, you guys. Funky looking leaves. Maybe we do two down here. Or maybe we just do two. I think I like two better. Normally I would do three, but it doesn't look right to me. So we're just going to leave that. We're going to leave it. Okay. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right. You just got to improvise. Okay, what do you guys think? Pretty, pretty? All right. Next. Okay. Move this outside. Okay. All right, some more pale papaya. That's fun to say, isn't it? Pale papaya. All right, just gonna burnish. All right, what I did was I took the Ornate Garden again, and I made a basic white layer. Then what I did was, we have a new embossing folder, and it's part of the hand-penned suite. It is the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. So it looks like this. Okay. So what I ended up doing was I embossed another piece. Okay, you can see what it looks like up close. Do you guys love that? On another class, what I think I'm going to do is color the raised impressions on white. That would be so pretty. But we didn't do that tonight. All right, I took this die, okay, so little different shape, and I cut it on the end like this, all right, and this card's going to open this way, okay, so let me start assembling. Really not complicated. Just lots of layers. Embossing is super easy. And it really, really, I feel like, makes such a statement on your cards. So we have two different embossing folders on this card. Just making sure everything's adhered really well. All right, now we're going to evenly distribute so we have a little bit of white all the way around these three sides. And then obviously we'll have more white down here on the bottom. You know what, I think I'll use a little bit of liquid glue on this one. I'll make sure I've got my back side. The stitching is on the front, so this is the back. There's slight stitching there, but you can hardly see it, so that tells me this is the back, okay? So we'll just use a couple dots. Just go sparingly. Don't go crazy because it's going to ooze. All right, then I took the two smallest dies from the set I've been using all evening. I cut one in our DSP, and then I cut the one I just used that you could put ribbon behind. Okay, so we're gonna have some layers. And I'm just refreshing my page here. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. And let's stamp our sentiment. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to do this one right in the middle. Don't need to rock the stamp, just good even pressure. Photopolymer stamps, you want to make sure that that ink gets to soak into your paper. I just press evenly and then lift. I give it a little bit of time to soak in. That's just me. I find that if I lift it off too fast, I don't get my whole image with the clear stamps. Okay. I'm going to do one in the middle this time. There we go. All right. Let's do it there. Some Stampin' Dimensionals on one side and then my double adhesive on the other because it's going to go off a little bit and we want to make sure it's the same level, same height. Okay, and let's go with a leaf there and maybe there. So mini holiday catalog is coming soon. I'm super duper excited. Demonstrators get to see it this month on the website in PDF form. Let's see. I want to see some. The current mini catalog, a couple items have already sold out. I didn't look at today's updates to see if anything else has sold out. 2 different DSP packs and the kangaroo stamp set were sold out. I'll have to see if there were any other updates on items sold out. So that's supposed to be while supplies last, but it goes through the end of June. So there's stuff you want to get. You'll want to get it ASAP. Plus there's a few things on sale. I don't know that we need a bow. Nope, I don't think we need a bow, you guys. I don't know. My one tail is a little funky. I think I'm gonna, oh, we could put it there. Okay. And then that one's too big. Let's do a smaller one. Nope. We'll put one on the leaf. There we go. And we could put a little wink of Stella. Little wink of Stella. Okay. What do you guys think? You like this one? I think that's sweet. Okay, last card. Last card. This one, I'm not sure. We shall see. This one was giving me a little bit of trouble. Maybe you guys can help me. Okay. This was the last die, which it looks like clouds to me, or bubbles. And I've seen some great cards using it to look like clouds. I was trying to do something that wasn't clouds. Okay? So that's why it was giving me trouble. I was like, everything looks like clouds to me. All right. When I did, where's that card? I'm looking for it. When I did this card, okay, and I cut this out, I had another piece that had that arc on it. So I thought, well, why don't I use that with this? We'll do 2 borders on it, okay? So you can tell me what you guys think. If you think it's too much, that's okay. You won't hurt my feelings. All right, and then I had a little strip of this, and I thought that would help pull in our polished pink. Then I had this, and I didn't really like it. This was the part I wasn't really, I just didn't really like. So I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? I need your help. What do you think? This was the part that was giving me trouble. If I don't do the DSP, and we just do the flowers, we could stamp a sentiment, and I think I might like that better. What do you guys think? DSP or no DSP? We could stamp some leaves on here. What do you think? Any ideas? You guys are quiet. Are you thinking? No DSP, Deanna says. What is on the other side of the DSP? It's the yellow. Yellow. Pamela says DSP. So we have 2 votes for no DSP. Sharon says no to this side. Maybe the yellow? Let's see. Let's see if we like this better. Oops. Come here, you. I don't know, you guys. It's not calling my name. I just don't like the DSP on there. So I think we're going to save that for something else. Okay. These bubbles, I don't know. They're kind of crazy. Do you guys like, okay, so flowers. We've all decided flowers. Do you like these flowers better or this flower? I think I'm going to stamp the leaves, not use those guys. We've got a little leaf stamp. 3 flowers. Okay. All right. Let me grab some green ink. All right, we'll save that for another card. So we got to figure out where we're going to put the leaves and how we want to arrange our flowers. I'm thinking about too if I'm going to put a sentiment on here. If we do it this way, maybe we put our sentiment here. 3 flowers, she says. We could pop that up. We could cluster them like that. I like that. And we'll put our sentiment over here. Okay. So I'm just gonna stamp some leaves. Okay, and then we'll do another one over here. You like how I did that? Okay, I like that. Good thinking, ladies. And then we need to color the centers of our flower. Want to do yellow? How about yellow? Grab, that's dark mango. Let's do, where's my bumblebee? Okay, why is it every yellow I'm picking is not the yellow I'm looking for? Do you guys ever have that? Golly, how many mangoes do I have? Light So Saffron. I think that's going to be too light. What's this color? White mango. Why do I have so many mangoes? Dark mango. All right, let's do, this is Dark Daffodil Delight. This is just going to have to work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm going to color in the leaves. I like how it looks abstract. And then we're going to pop these up with dimensionals. All right. Did I tucker you guys out? I think some people left. Sometimes when the videos are too long, it's a bit too much. I get that. Okay. There, that looks good. Okay, and then let's do our sentiment. Pretty. All right, we're almost done, ladies. You have hung in there and put up with my craziness. Let me make sure I don't go over my bubbles. Let's do, actually, let's do it this way. That'll help. Okay. There's our card that you guys helped me with. Yay! I like that. That came out really nice. Good job, ladies. All right. I know, I do like the leaves, huh? Pretty cool. We could put some rhinestones on there. Let's do that. Oh, where'd it go? I just lost a rhinestone. Ah. All right. Put one there. Okay, there's the last card. You think this one's your favorite, Sharon? Bless your heart. You're just saying that. All right. It's simpler. Sometimes simple is what we need, huh? Okay. We have a couple simpler ones. Simpler. Is that a word? Simpler. All right. And then we have a few that are more done up. Okay. I'm gonna have to cover up my info there so you guys can see everything. Really pretty cards tonight. Okay. I'll post pictures of all of these so you can see them better up close. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm going to go through all your comments and answer any questions or whatnot. And then I am going to run it through my comment app and I will pick a winner. And I will message you that you won a prize, okay? I'm thinking some handmade cards might come to you in the mail, okay? All right. Thanks for hanging with me, ladies, and I hope to see you on Friday. We're going to do the alcohol technique that is all the rage right now. So I will see you Friday night. We'll play with some rubbing alcohol and Stampin' blends. Show you how to do that fun technique that everyone's playing with. I hope you had fun tonight. Thanks for hanging with me. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. And have a great rest of your evening. Okay, bye-bye.